Episode 3511, Think Inside the Box.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. Are you ready for a little bit of inspiration, a smile on your face? Or wait, maybe you read the episode title wrong. No, it's Think Inside the Box. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, I just got a giggle out of myself because I think I had to record the episode beginning, 3511 basically, 4 or 5 times because it was think outside the box. And no. That's what we're talking about today. It's about inside the box. Sometimes we can get entangled with all the shiny new objects, right? It's the squirrel syndrome, or in my case, my granddog syndrome, because he loves to chase the squirrels. And it's not just one grand dog. Actually, it's 2 grand dogs. One is a full-blooded golden retriever. The other one is half golden retriever and half golden doodle. So it's a little complicated in my life, but they're my squirrel chasers. And maybe you were that yourself. But if you think inside the box, then your action steps might not be as complicated and overwhelming as what you conjured up in your mind. Yes, we've been there, haven't we? Maybe you've been there just a few minutes ago. In our world, constantly pushing for bigger, better, and faster, the idea of thinking inside the box, may sound a little bit counterintuitive. We're bombarded with messages telling us to reach for the stars or think outside the box, outside, not inside, outside the box, and never settle for anything less than extraordinary, right? You got to be the number one, right? Or what is there? And while ambition and drive are crucial for success, and they are, it helps us get over our next thing. We don't all have to be number one, but in order to get better, we do want to do better, right? But there's something to be said for embracing the power of limitations and finding creativity within constraints. Are you scratching your head yet? I know, pay attention here. Why keep reinventing the wheel? Just make it better. Just make it better. How often do you find yourself chasing after the next big thing, convinced that your happiness and fulfillment lie just beyond your current reach? Just there. If I could just get there. That crazy little nut. I'm not talking about that nut. I'm talking about the other nut. We'll get there in a minute. It's that classic case of the squirrel syndrome. Endlessly searching for the elusive nut. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Maybe it went there. Oh, no, I think it went over here. Oh, maybe it went here. Oh, wait. Maybe it's here. And I'm funny about this because in our backyard, we have our privacy fence. We have beautiful magnolias that flank the fence. And then in front of it is our pool and everything. It is beautiful. It's my oasis. But it's so funny because I get to watch the squirrels that are on the ground. I get to watch the squirrels that are on the fence. And then I get to watch the squirrels all in between that are jumping from one branch to the next. And it is kind of crazy. And sometimes I sit there and think, and hence think inside the box. I think, gosh, do we really look like that when we really don't know what we're doing, when we really don't have a plan, when we have no action, we only have all talk? But what if instead of constantly looking outward for solutions and opportunities, we turned our gaze inward to the confines of our own metaphorical box? What would happen? Our minds are masters of deception, tricking us into believing that success and satisfaction can only be found in the grand gestures and monumental achievements. It's the only way to get to the top is to climb to the top. And you got to get there by being on top. Well, you can't just be on top to be on top. You have to get there. Yes, our mind plays tricks on us. So how's it tricking you? What's happened today? Maybe you looked at yourself in the mirror and you said, oh my gosh, you're 20 years older. Oh, maybe you went to get your hair done. Your roots are done. Woohoo. So you gained 15 years. Yes. Whoop, whoop. Do a little happy dance. But the truth is, true progress often comes from the small, seemingly mundane steps that you take each day, inside and out, right? One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. This is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about doing what we wish we could do, but rather about focusing on what can be done now in the present moment. Create your now. Think inside the box. Be a little different. Be a little unique. And by embracing the concept of thinking inside the box, you free yourself from the burden of unrealistic expectations and unattainable goals. You get to shift your perspective from the overwhelming complexities of grand plans like, oh, I got it all figured out. I'm already number one, so who needs to try? To the simplicity of actionable tasks that move you forward one step at a time. Remember, you know it, say it with me. One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. I feel we need to really focus on that. One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. It's about how you create your now, making the most of the resources and opportunities available to you in the present moment. And let me tell you, can I just be real with you? Okay, great. I know you would let me. Why? Because that's all we do here at Create Your Now. I just let my life be as it is and share with you my experiences and what I've seen and the challenges and what it brings me. And I'm not saying I have all the answers. But what I want you to be able to do is I want you to be able to look at life differently. Ask yourself hard questions and then say, wait, what could I do that would be out of the norm, but yet in the norm with what I need to do? Think inside the box. Maybe I need to look at my own talents and not somebody else's. What can I do for my business right now? What can I do for my kids right now? How can I give back to my community right now? What do I need to do with my linen closet? What do I need to do to get ready for the fall? Maybe you're thinking pumpkins and goblins. Okay, I'm not the goblin girl, but I am a pumpkin girl. I love autumn. I love fall. It's just beautiful. So maybe you're thinking about that. You want to redecorate a little bit. What is it for you? Because I think a lot of times we get ourselves so worked up over what we can't have that we don't know what to do with what we can. Let me say that again. No, I don't have this written down, so I hope I can remember what I just said. Most of the time we get ourselves wrapped up in what we can't do that we miss what we can. What are at your fingertips right now? What can you do right now in this moment to create your now? Is it literally sitting down and writing because that's what you really want to do? Then why are you making excuses? Come on. Life is too short for excuses. Bury them. I was reading this cute little book for kiddos, and it was adorable, and I loved what it had to say. And I've said this, I don't know, hundreds of times here. I can say that because we have over, I don't know, what is it now? 3,500, 35. We're getting close to 3,600 episodes. We're getting there. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. And I think about what we do in life and how we're so quick to, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have the money. Oh, my kids. Oh, my spouse. Oh, my job. Oh, my car. Oh, my house. Oh, my, what is it? It's always, oh, my, there's an excuse. At some point, we have to take ownership of the decisions that we make because only you can make those decisions. Now, I get it. If you're in a business, let's say, and you've got co-owners and things like that, yes, they play a part in it. I'm not saying they don't, but you're still having conversation. And a lot of times we're just overlooking what's right in front of us. What are you overlooking today? What do you need to simmer in on? And I ask you this because I know for me, these past, probably about almost 4 weeks now have been pretty monumental for me, if I can be so honest. And before that, a couple of months before that, I made some decisions as to what I was going to do with our website, hence why it's under renovations. My house is and the website. Our home, right, on the internet. I love it. It is our home base, createyournow.com. And we've had a little hiccups, a few of them along the way, and not a big deal. You deal with them, and then you throw in their life, and then you throw in there a few other things. You're like, why are we still behind? Well, it's not that we're behind. Life happens, and we go with it. Now, I could go back and say, oh, man, this is just too hard. It's taken too long. I just want to quit. I knew I would never get to this. My thought and what I wanted and my dream for Create Your Now here within our home at createyournow.com, it's just never going to come true. It's just not going to happen. I'm throwing in the towel. I quit. Seriously? How do you gain inspiration from that? You don't. right? You don't gain inspiration. That's why you got to think inside the box. You know those distractions outside the box? Well, they can get you into trouble a lot of times. And we lean on those. We lean on the excuses. We lean on our kids to blame them for everything. Seriously, rise up and be okay with the decision you make today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but today. Own it. If it goes well, celebrate it. If it goes bad, celebrate it. Celebrate it. It's an experiment. You don't know what's going to happen until what? You do it. So let's take a page out of Nike's book. Just do it. Stop complaining. Stop fussing over things that don't need to be fussed over. Now, there are some things you got to let things roll off your chest. I get it. You got to kind of have that punching bag in front of you. I love it. But you can't stay there day after day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. You're not going to get anywhere. Except one of these days you'll be 6 feet under and there your dreams will be buried. Well, that sounds exciting, Christiane. This is supposed to be inspirational. This is supposed to motivate me. Yeah, get off your duff. Life is too short. Think inside the box. Stop worrying about everything you can't do and think about what you can do right now to create your now. And I know, as I was telling you about the website, well, we've got a couple other big projects coming up. And the big projects coming up, one, if you are wanting to be an author, you need to stay tuned. Because there's some incredible opportunities coming your way. And if you're like, me? I want to be an author. Oh, yeah, I did want to be an author. Oh, now you just sparked something. Great, pay attention. We've got that big thing happening. And we've got about 3 other big things happening. AIM's going to be opening up. I cannot wait. We're going to have simulcast. My hope and prayer is monthly. What does that mean? How would you like to have a slumber party? Yeah, good old-fashioned slumber party. Well, we'll talk about this later. But all of this stuff, and it's not just stuff, it's incredible opportunities for us to come together. And I could put all of it behind and say, you know what? I've got this. I've got that. I've got this, that. Oh, man, I forgot about that one. And then I have the and okay, I can't do it. I'm already up to 7 things. And that's not even generalities of responsibilities. That's the stuff that has just been thrown in my face. It's the pie in the face alertness. And all of a sudden I'm like, and how am I going to get through this? One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. You see, what I talk about here, I actually follow through with. It's not about having all the answers. Sometimes it's about acting on the answers you don't have. And then once when you do that, then things begin maybe to fall into place. And if they don't, you pivot. You say, okay, this didn't work, but let's try this instead because this over here worked so well. We weren't expecting that. So you shift. What can you do now? The next time you find yourself caught up in the relentless pursuit of perfection and even progress, take a moment to pause. Take that moment for a deep breath. Don't allow yourself to get flustered and consider the power of thinking inside the box. You may just find that the answers you've been searching for have been right in front of you all along. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.